So I started here at FGCU in 2014, and since then I noticed that there was a lack of cancer research here on campus and a lack of opportunities for students to conduct that type of research on campus. This could be due to many different things, a lack of resources on campus and facilities, and also a lack of involvement with the community in terms of that type of research going on campus. So in January this past year, I approached several students. I was looking for good students who might want to tackle this issue. And through our collaboration together, we formed the FGCU Cancer Research Program. They've been amazing at trying to find different community resources, identifying the gaps where our research can help. Also reaching out to community partners to facilitate educational outreach and advocacy to patients or families dealing with cancer. This is something that really touches a lot of people through the course of their lives, and not being afraid of it and really tackling it head on is something that I think that these students are really interested in.
So, of course, just as starting any organization, everybody hits some roadblocks. And one of the roadblocks we hit was trying to be endorsed by the College of Arts and Sciences so that we could utilize resources from FGCU's foundation. So that took us a long time and was probably one of the most difficult things we had to deal with, but we were able to successfully get endorsed by Dean Gregerson from the College of Arts and Sciences and find support through Mr. Carrington and through Mr. Tony Lee over at the foundation. So we learned in civic engagement were the different types of philanthropy, and so when we started this organization, when we started working through it, we realized that we really did focus on philanthropy as improvement and philanthropy as civic engagement. Now, philanthropy as improvement really focuses on maximizing people's potential, and I really feel like we strive to do that through the club, through educating people. So everybody knows the saying, teach a man to fish and he'll feed himself for the rest of his life. And that's really what we're doing for people here in the Cancer Research Program organization. We're teaching them about cancer, and we're teaching them to advocate. Anyone from a biology major to a communication major, even to an education major, we're teaching them how to go out into the community and advocate for cancer research, and even teach themselves so they don't have to be afraid of cancer as well. The other philanthropy that we chose to focus on was philanthropy as civic engagement, and this really focuses on the principle of participation, and that's something that this RSO also involves. We could not have gotten this organization started or this endeavor even off the ground if it wouldn't have been for the participation of our RSO members. We started out with 6, and now we have 38. That's incredible in such a short amount of time what we've been able to do, and that's all through participation and involving people. Our RSO makes this passing the torch effect, where we teach people who then go and teach people who then go and teach more people, and hopefully we eliminate a lot of the fear that goes around about cancer, and people will continue to teach and understand. And when you have that understanding, you lose some of the fear with not knowing, and hopefully that'll help someone else too in the future.
So what I learned and further realized during this project is exactly how much can get accomplished if people come together under one common cause that they believe in, despite all their work obligations, school obligations, and how busy they are outside of school, that they still dedicated so much time to this cause, and we were able to accomplish it under one semester.
One of the first roadblocks that we encountered when doing this project was having a $0 budget to start. And having no funds, we really had to create the funds ourselves or get everything completely donated, which is difficult, especially when you don't have a nonprofit status. People often don't want to donate. But that's something we had to work around, and we eventually succeeded in getting the donations that we needed. A problem that we faced more recently was gaining volunteers. We had a core team of 11 that was amazing, that really pushed this project forward, but towards the end now, we need 20 volunteers. And sometimes it can be difficult to get people to care about your project, but we really needed to motivate them to kind of care about our main issue and get them to volunteer for our event. Throughout this semester, I really learned how to roll with the punches. Roadblocks are going to occur in any project that you uptake, but it's just learning how to get over those roadblocks, push through them, and really make the project work.
In this group project, I learned how to work well with my peers in order to reach a long-term goal. I learned how to put on a large-scale event, like the event that we planned. I also learned how to reach out to the community to inform them of why cancer research is important. I even myself learned why cancer research is important. I also gained experience in fundraising, asking for donations, and networking. Each member of the group was informed of the research and why it is important that we convey this message to the members of the community. And because of that, we each really value the RSO now, and it means something to all of us. Our project impacted the RSO by raising funds to go towards purchasing lab equipment. This allows for our project to live on with the RSO as it continues to grow and as the lab space continues to become larger.